From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules. And a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 66 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yes! Under. Tight go. Hey, box truck. Check. Mike's 59.
Now Foles. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Kevin Green there brings him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Great. Here we go. What? Hey, Charlie. Bang. Rush in.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check 59. Silence. Hey, zoom. 59. Yeah. You don't want silence.
Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Foles. Man open. That's Terrell Owens. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
Mike spot 9.
Hey, Keaton. Who draw Corkers?
Jim.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
What we got? Jumper, 64. Hey, gold. Sound gold. Twist.
Watch the edge. SOS.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
50 to Mike.
Under.
Tighten up.
Hey, sound one.
Flare. Mike, 50, Mike.
Curl. Smoke. What we got?
Kill. Banjo.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Great. Bravo.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Yes.
Right there. 54.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Gun.
Here's McCaffrey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he cuts it right into space. The 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 10. Foles with a catch made by Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll drop the throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
20. It's a pickup of 3. 13. At the 32-yard line.
Exit. He's coming, double up. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
On 2nd and 7, Foles is going to let this go for the end. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 32 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's a party now. Back. 14. 55. Good job right there. Hey.
Throwing again. Wilson, and he's got it complete to Anderson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Yes.
Double dog. That's the way.
Hayden Cole. Hey, check 24. Check 3. Hey, alert 3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
High 7.
He'll look to throw. And he will find T.O. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
13. Flat. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. He finds his man Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Mine's 59.
They're going to look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His 2nd goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take a 17-14 lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
13, go, go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
2nd and 6. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Mario Addison just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Check 43. Tight dog.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Go.
Bang, bang. Rush in. Say.
Now Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike's 59.
Foles tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Done. 58, boy, 58, Mike.
Get the ball. Come on, Dad.
Right weapon. He's coming.
Hey, 0. Tempo, start.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here I come again.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Check. Joker.
They'll try and run forward with Bo. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
SOS.
Tighten up.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Flare. Kill. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here's Foles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Hey, Zoo. Shift. Watch the shift.
Mike's 59.
They'll set up to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now back to throw. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Cut, 280.
55. Hey, eat. Let's set a tone, fella.
Check.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I hope he's brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Left for signal.
31, check 31.
Still got 4 down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance